People don't reach their goals because they're too focused on the goal. Like, if my goal was to lose 15 pounds, but I'm still doing everything I was doing to stay at the weight I'm at, I'm not going to lose 15 pounds. You need to start working on the habits that can make you lose 15 pounds. So, like...
Yo, man, you already know what it is, man. It's that Island God Talk podcast, man. J.U. and Kingmeechyyy in here. Yes, sir. We here. Another evening for y'all. How you feeling, man?
To be honest, I feel great, man. Like, month of March, it's my birth month, man. I get a extra mode. Like, I get that extra level. Like, just going on.
What is it? Your solar return, man. It's always a good time to reflect. You know what I'm saying? And that time usually gets you motivated. You like, even though we don't like to identify by our age and all that, you should. You know what I'm saying? You should want to live like in a young way. But yeah, man, I know it's getting you turned up.
Gotta be. But how are you doing today, man?
Good, man. I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hop right into it, man. I think we're going to hop right into it today. So,
nigga ready.
Yeah. Like, our first topic is just like, I don't know. I be seeing a lot of, like, pandering stuff in like, just, like, the black community in general. But it's, like, a lot of, like guys, like, not red pill guys, but like I don't know what type dudes. I think they're like blue pill influencers. Like, it's like I keep seeing this dude on my TL. Like the algorithm is like trying to force the dude on me, and I know he got to be like an agent of the Matrix or something, because it's like the stuff he says is like he's using information but twisting it and taking it out of context. I think bro name's like Chris Peasy or some shit like that.
I know who you talking about.
Yeah. Bro, Chris Peasy, like I seen today, he said men are the hunters, so they supposed to chase women, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, yes, it's true that we supposed to be the hunters and all that, but we was hunting for food and for resources, and that's what got the woman. It wasn't we was going to chase women around since the beginning of time. Like, I mean, we was going after women and wanting like sex and stuff from them, but like if you was like any point in time throughout history, all type of high value men, they didn't have to chase a woman. So
that is very true, and I just think of the idea of chasing women is bad, because you got to think about it. If you're chasing women, you're missing something. Like, you're definitely missing something, because how are you getting to the money? There's, like, don't get me wrong, I feel like some people balance their lives very differently, but I've never seen someone be able to chase women, like actually chase women, and still like work on their purpose at the same time. I've seen people get women while on their purpose, but not chase women, because when you're chasing women, it takes too much time.
Yeah, it does. It's like, I mean, if you swinging at everything, you're gonna be successful some small percentage of that, but it's like the best ones is like choose the women that choose you, know what I'm saying? And let that be through like your actions and like the energy you bring around that. Oh yeah, we supposed to hold women on this pedestal. And it's like a lot of those dudes, like back to like the subject of like the pandering influencers, the blue pill influencers, soy boys and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me it's just like, it's dangerous, like the type of information, because it's like, to me, like I can't trust a dude that is too afraid to correct a woman or tell a woman no, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen like all the bruh's content, so that's why I'm like just singling all the dudes as a whole that be pandering to women, because we all know when you lie to a woman, they buy it, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's how a lot of companies gear, because women do have the biggest like spending money, like the biggest spending power, because they do spend the most money. They also have the most debt, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get women to get products and stuff like that. So it's like, I just feel like these black dudes that are pushing it even more, it's like y'all are creating a bigger problem now.
They definitely are, and it's not realistic for the average man. That's the point we're trying to get at.
Yeah.
Cause like you got to think, like, he has money. We can say he has more money than the average person probably does. So when what he can do, y'all can't do. Simple as that. He can probably go out here and chase a woman and actually get her. It probably, I'm not gonna say any women he want to, but majority of women he could probably get.
And then it's like a nigga like him, he's still not even operate. I guarantee he's not chasing women. I guarantee,
He's not.
Especially because of the message and stuff he's putting out. Bruh's not chasing women. None of those dudes are having any problem because it's like they're pandering to them. They're playing with women's feelings like we was talking about last episode, but they're doing it on a more like business structured way to me. So it's me as like, I'm not one to like player hate shit like that because it's like
Game is
game.
game.
It's game is game. like that's all they doing. But to me, it's like destructive to our community at the same time when people not being real with their audiences and like I mean I don't know, that might be really how you truly feel about stuff. Like to me, it's just a lot of like extra with it with the pandering and stuff. So I'm saying I feel like just me even bringing this up is literally so people that like are into like the having mindsets that we do and other like high value strong men and masculine men do, like just be aware. Now I'm saying, and not if I can't think of like a way to stop the dudes. Now I'm saying, ain't no way like you can't just silence nobody. So it's like it's just awareness and to know like when we see this type of content, we just avoid it.
And that's the beauty of it. Like, it's not like, because we don't believe in canceling people. Like, not like that. So, it's the voice. It's the beauty of it. Like, everybody can have their opinion, but just know who you're watching and knowing how they're portraying things. Because, like, really, I think it's more so, like, everything he says, I don't think is wrong. Yeah. But he definitely is pandering. Like, the way he's saying certain stuff, like, you can see he's trying to get a certain type of audience. That's women. Like, he's really not caring about men. Yeah. If we're really being honest, he's not, because he wouldn't say the same.
And to me, it's like I never the clips that make it to me have been the ones that women are reposting and stuff like that. So it's like I don't know anything that wasn't pandering that he said. I don't know if he's even like said anything to like correct women or any type of shit. He may have. He may, as hard as he go on dudes.
He doesn't go as hard as on women. I promise you that. Like, I did do like a mini dive in that shit. He just, most of his comments is women. They all agree. Everything he says, they be eating that shit up.
Yeah, I mean, to me it's like it's the game. It's a shame that the women are so easily like swayed like that. But hey, like we not like y'all ain't gonna get that from us. Like if we saying something is what we truly believe in. Like we got like facts and shit behind it at least somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga just be talking out his ass, doing whatever he think gonna get him some pussy, you know?
That's hilarious. And like I feel like we're more so even on both sides. Like, yeah, we come at men, but we come at women too. Yeah. And I feel like it's important, like whoever you're looking at, whether it's us, whether it's
and to me, I have no problem with coming at men. I think people do, like men do need to go hard on each other, but it's like at some points it's like to me, like with the Hunter thing, like don't just like say stuff. Like to me, him saying it and the way he said it was just like, alright, bro, like you don't really know what we was hunting for, the food and the resources, and that's how we was getting the woman, or like he just like pandering. But it's one or the other. It's probably ignorance though. That's why we gotta just, I guess, handle a little more grace.
Hey, that's all you really can do. It's all you really can do. But I'm just saying, like, having men, like, chase women, that's not good. We do know that's not good.
Like, exactly. Like, that's the biggest takeaway from that topic right there, for real.
The biggest. So, like, just know when you go on about it, watch who you're watching. And always, like, really do your own research. Like, that would be the best thing, really, we can tell you. Like, don't listen to us, bro. You don't got to listen to us. But, like, do your own research, then come back to us and then let us know, like, what it really is.
Like, nah, I'm saying maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
we might be. Maybe
we should be chasing bitches. But to me, I don't know. I don't see how you're going to live a prosperous life doing that.
Hell no. Hell no. But, and that kind of brings us into our next topic, because, like, this is something he also said, like, and he was very, the way he worded it, really, it's just the way he worded it, like, should you have a problem posting your significant other? Like, should that be a problem?
Or, like, I think he was trying to say, that if someone's not posting their significant other, then they're cheating or they have something to hide.
That's exactly what he said.
I said that's what he's trying to say.
I was trying to spare, bro.
To me, it's like that's another. Okay, I'm trying to pander to a woman. What a woman want to hear? Because in reality, it could be multiple reasons. Like your significant other might like. To me, it's like why I'm like if I have social media, it's for business, and my main page, I don't post any of my family members on there like that for real. It's just for business, and I know like this show is gonna grow. Everything that I'm doing is gonna grow, so I don't want people just having like complete straight access to my family just in case they don't like something I said on the podcast. Know what I'm saying? It's just like more of a protection layer for me.
And that's different for everybody. Like that's the beauty of it.
Hell yeah.
So it's not that you're doing something sneaky. It's just like it's a protection reason, and I feel the same thing. But me personally, why I wouldn't post my significant. Well, we would have to be locked in, and I would have to be older. Like now, I wouldn't do it just for the simple fact it's niggas. Like niggas think shit is funny.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a nigga would DM your girl just for fun, like just to get you like out of like I know what my triggers are, so I watch.
You putting yourself in position to get tricked out of your position because now you are allowing people access into your private relationships and stuff like that.
Exactly, simple as that. It is not saying like, oh, someone gonna take my bitch. No, it's more so like I don't even want the energy around my girl. Like someone don't like some of the stuff I say. You DMing my mom or my family, like that's gonna be I know that's gonna take me to another level.
Exactly, and it's like if they got businesses and things going on, events and stuff going on, I'll repost those type of things. But it's like just always like and then like to me it's like it's really for validation. Like women, they want it for validation. I'm saying and things like that, and I'm just more of like I don't give a too much fucks about like the internet shit. Like I love people in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel like a real nigga should be.
Totally agree. And be in real life. Like social media, we all know you're just posting highlights. Like that's all it really is. So like, and especially like for business purposes too. Like I did not see not one picture of his girl. Like now, crazy thing to think about. Not one. It's straight business. Like
to me, people like I see dudes comparing it to like the Derrick Jackson situation. You familiar with him?
Hell no.
I didn't watch none of that shit, but it's probably the reason they say he was like a pandering dude too. And then when I found out about him is when he had a video with his wife because he got caught cheating and he brought her on camera and embarrassed her on TV even more. So like, and then like I think they recently got divorced, but like he was I guess preaching a bunch of pandering and shit too, and that's why I say you can't trust a nigga that can't correct women. You can't tell a woman no, like you cannot trust a nigga like that.
I totally agree, but exactly like if you got a business page and all you're posting is your content, having a woman there like not gonna say it's gonna mess up your page, but like it's not fitting the aesthetic of your page. Yeah, simple as that. So it's not that, I'm hiding her or try to get under girls, but at the same time, this is business. Like, and I feel like it can hurt your business. Like, so let's say in my business, people pander all the time. Let's say I was a pander nigga, and one of those pandering things I do is try to get women to come on my page. Like, I post, like, shirtless pictures. Like, my whole audience is women. That's my thing. Why would I post my girlfriend? Some girls when they see that, they might not fuck with me no more just because I have a girlfriend. You know, some of the skeezer boppers might fuck with me just cause. But I'm just saying, like, there's many potentials that can just hurt it, just having her on your page. Yeah,
it's like, to me, it's like, it really depends on like what type of lane you in, and if you are like playing like or like whatever type of like persona like you putting out there, if it is geared more towards women, then it can like hurt that, especially if you are pandering like and shit like that. So like, that's why niggas like him probably wouldn't ever post a girl.
But like it's simple as that. Like I feel like it should be everybody's choice. Like if you choose to post your girl, cool. If you don't, cool. But I feel like it should be up to you. Just because your man doesn't post you doesn't mean he's out here being sneaky. he could have a legitimate reason. And it'd be different if she posts. Let's say she posts on social media. She's an influencer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. She can post on hers. You can post on yours. Like, don't get me wrong. If y'all want to collab, y'all can collab. But that's your choice. Y'all don't have to be some couple. Like, I feel like the media pushes on us like the perfect couple. Oh, we make TikToks together. Oh, we do this, that. I mean, that's cool. But, like, that's not for everybody.
It's definitely not for everybody. And it's like, I just think it's literally on a case by case like basis. No two relationships are gonna be the same. Some relationships, they're built around having the exact same business and the same YouTube channel, and they, you know what I'm saying, like that's the audience they go to, which more so the women are kind of leading on those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman audience, they like to see relationships. They either want to see full on lovey dovey or they want to see some messy shit. You know what I'm saying? Men, I'm pretty sure most men, they like watching dudes that can get a lot of girls and things like that. So.
Just based off what it is, like me, my page is kind of fitness. Like, it's just fitness. Yeah, there's some fitness couples, but most of my shit is not fitness couples, like at all. Like, I like seeing like individual people in their own element. But that's just me.
Facts.
All right, so boom, and this is another big thing. This is something I've been living. I just started it today though. Like, before you do something, like, you should ask yourself, does this align with my purpose or doesn't it? Because once you know that, you really know if you should do it or not. As simple as that. Because if it doesn't align with your purpose, you should not do it. Simple as that.
A man must ask himself, who am I and where am I going every day? You need to ask yourself that. And that's kind of along the same lines of what you just said. Like, you have to put that purpose over everything, and that is, who are you and where are you going?
Exactly. Because doing that, it's going to take you so much further. Like, it's going to, especially if you don't know where you're going. Like, let's say you have no direction right now. Ask yourself, like, who am I? Sometimes you might need that wake-up call. Like, what kind of person do I want to be? And then you aim for that.
Because as a man, your future is so important. Like, that's what women are gonna judge you off. That's what life is gonna judge you off. Especially if you're living in one of these capitalistic societies. It's about who are you. Like, yeah, it's your job to put in that work each day in the moment, being present each day. But you like all those each day, putting purpose over everything, asking yourself who are you and where you going every day. Those are gonna make sure it's gonna like secure your future.
Exactly, and you'll start getting way further in life. I'm thinking about this. Like, I was thinking today, like, man, if I ask myself every day in about 2 months, I don't know where I'm gonna be. I'm probably gonna be way better than what I am now, because I've been putting purpose first, and that's all it's about. Like, that's why we gonna constantly keep saying it, 1% better every day, because we know if we get 1% better every day, think about where you'll be in a year. Like, it's never about the now. Like, you gotta do. That's why I'm doing
like,
stuff.
Like, literally 1% better. That's the minimum, man.
But like, but that's why we gotta do stuff, like doing the hard stuff even when you don't want to. That's what makes it so important. So like, we're doing this stuff every day. Eventually, you gotta think where you're gonna be. Like, I feel like it's more for women. Like, they want the now. Women want the now. So like, as men, you should be kind of opposite. You should be like thinking like 5, 10 years down the line. Like, what is it gonna be? And you shape that every day. Every day when you make choices. Simple as that.
Yeah. You just keep like you have goals, and then you understand like it's habits that reach goals. So we all have goals, but what we need to focus on is those habits that we're doing each day.
Definitely,
I'm the strong ones.
Definitely, I'm glad you said that too, cause I can tell y'all why y'all don't reach y'all goals. Like, simple as that, people don't reach their goals because they're too focused on the goal. Like, if my goal was to lose 15 pounds, but I'm still doing everything I was doing to stay at the weight I'm at, I'm not gonna lose 15 pounds. You need to start working on the habits that can make you lose 15 pounds. So like, instead of just focusing on the 15 pounds, focus on eating better. Just focus on being more consistent in the gym. That's going to give you that goal. Just think about your goal over and over again. That's not going to help you. Simple as that. I got that from Atomic Habits.
Yeah, that's a good concept to keep in your mind. Like, just literally focus on the actions, the things that I need to do, and those things are gonna. You probably gonna reach the goals like a lot faster than you even thought you would most of the time, especially if you are setting like big goals and things like that. You really putting in the work, cause like a lot of dudes, they like to, know what I'm saying, beat their chest and scream hard work and all those things, but to me, it's like the work shows for itself. Like, you don't even have to be loud about it if you're not a loud dude. You know what I'm saying? Put the work in.
Simple as that. Just put the work in every single day.
You said something about like poly relationships and how it's like she was talking about it as like it's a new idea, and that's why I think a lot of these dudes are talking about it too. Like, they think men that want multiple women are insecure, or they aren't comfortable with themselves and all type of things. But if you're like a masculine man, you're gonna be attracted to the feminine energy regardless. Like, it's not gonna be a cap on that or any type of limit on that, you know?
Definitely. I totally agree. And I feel like it shouldn't be, because you gotta look back, like, all the really successful men back in the day had multiple wives. I mean, yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like all the really successful dudes, all the kings and pharaohs and lords, like, of old times and throughout history, the men in the Bible, like, they all had multiple women, and it was literally because high value men throughout time, they've always had access to options. Know what I'm saying? Like, you'll ask a woman back in those times, would they rather have one broke man or share a rich man? They probably would share a rich man. A lot of women today would do the same.
Simple as that. Like, I know one of my friends, he was talking to his girl. She said, if you make over $100K a year, you can have multiple women. I was like, she's hard. That's really, I feel like that should be the standard. Like, if you make over $100K, and I'm talking
I would say probably not like $100K nowadays. At least, like, if you're gonna live in America, probably you're gonna probably need a couple $100K, to be honest. But to even thinking about it, to be honest, because it's gonna cost you. The thing is, people do think, like, as far as like poly relationships, all right, they think it's like, a lot of people think it's all about sex, but to be honest, it's about like group economics, having like that tribe family type system, and you're gonna need to be able to provide for all your women equally. So, like, the barrier to entry should be probably around like $300-400K, to be honest.
I feel that, like, but
I like $100K for each woman at least.
Definitely, but that is in a relationship. I was just talking about just sleeping around with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, you're not taking. No, if you
see that, like, that's the difference between like a polyamorous relationship and just you are. I guess you're in a monogamous relationship, but you're just doing your thing, and like, she's accepting that because she know, like, damn, she probably ain't gonna find a better dude type thing.
That is very so true, especially like at the age they was at. But let's not even speak on that. But just know, women, the older you get, you better find something a little bit earlier in life.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, like, dudes, like, we're always gonna have that energy. Like, to me, I don't think you should just be like mad promiscuous and shit. Like, I think a dude, like, if you want multiple women, you should do like the multiple wives type of thing versus just like having a bunch of like reckless sex on the side. Like, maybe if you just having a few every now and then, like, but if you just in like a relationship and you just fucking with like a bunch of women on the side, it's just gonna be taken away from your purpose at that point. Like, you want a woman in your life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, like, when you younger, like, shit, like, niggas gonna wild out regardless, kind of type.
That is very so true, and I think that's the difference though. Like, if you, let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and you occasionally have sex with other women, I don't think it's something that you're needing for or longing for. It's just sometimes you find other women attractive. It's just like we've said it on here. Sometimes you slip in a banana and then over in some coochie.
Yeah,
simple
like,
as that.
It's a rare phenomenon, but it happens. Definitely.
It does.
Like, more often than you think.
More often than you think.
But like, yeah, like, but like, so it just depends. Like, and to me, it's all about like the communication about the thing when it comes down to it. Whether poly relationship, open relationship, whatever type of relationship you got, the best thing is to be honest about it. Because the worst one is when you have a woman and you like lying to her about stuff and things like that. Like that's gonna always be the worst type of relationship, because it's gonna, like, especially if you married, because she gonna take half your shit. You know what I'm saying? So just be honest, like, especially because it takes a mature, honest man to even hold down some shit like that.
That is very true. Honesty is the best policy. And I feel like some people just don't get it. Because, like, I've definitely talked to a lot of people, like a lot of older people. And it be like, when they're cheating, their girl be the happiest. But as soon as they stop cheating, they say they're going to turn over a new leaf. That's when shit just goes south. Like, and I find it so funny because that's usually how it is. Because really, you're doing, like, I feel like, not saying when you're cheating, you're living in your truth. But, like, when you're lying, you're definitely not living in your truth.
Yeah, when you're lying, you're not living in your truth. The thing about it is when you're cheating, it's like, as a masculine man, you want that freedom, and that's what it's giving you that vibe of when you are.
You feel like that nigga. Like, I'm so serious. You feel like that nigga.
Even if at least during, like, sometimes after you might feel.
Then you get a little soft, like, damn, I just fucked another bitch. Fuck.
Exactly, but yeah, it's just like you just gotta understand what type of shit you in, so you don't want to be the dude that's like got the bitch yelling at him and all type of shit because you've been lying and you got caught up in some shit. Know what I'm saying? You want to be the dude that you live in your truth and you tell her, like, okay, this is what I want, even if it's, alright, I wanted this, I thought this is what I wanted at one point, but now what I wanted has changed because I'm evolved and I'm changing as a man and becoming the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I dudes make certain, like, promises and shit like that, and
they just can't keep.
Yeah, that they just can't keep, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It like, that's how, like, shit comes crashing down when it comes to, like, relationships a lot of times.
That is very so true.
But it's like, women gotta be a little bit more understanding about that as well, as far as, like, niggas want to or like a nigga changing and like, oh, like, this isn't the same person I was with 7-8 years ago. Now I'm saying,
hey, you gotta be okay with that. Simple as that. But I'm just saying, like, would you rather live like, because there's a lot of people in marriages that are not happy, that haven't cheated, but they're just not happy.
They probably watching other porn.
Probably, because they're probably not getting no coochie at home. So, like, I feel like that's just a shitty way to live. Like, you're married, you're not getting no coochie from your wife, you're not cheating, you're definitely not in your most masculine form, because, like, you're not getting
impossible. You'd be up in that thing if he was, like, so.
Simple as that. Simple as that. So I feel like some men, like, they need to realize, take a step back and, like, look at their life, like, look where it wants to go, like.
Yeah, and just try to strive to a more masculine version of yourself, so you. Because 9 times out of 10, when you are more masculine, you're going to have more control of your life. You're not going to be, like, settling in for certain things. And, like I said, you're going to be wanting to constantly elevate. And different modes in your life, it might require, like, different energy from a woman. And that's a good topic, too, because women have different types of energies, but... And not to say you should end your marriage because you want a different type of energy, but that's something you're gonna have to communicate. Like, if your woman is the type, like, a more hot woman that she wants to, like, just fuck all the time, know what I'm saying? And it's a time when you need, like, cool energy, you just need a little massage or something, you gotta communicate that shit to her.
That is very true. And I feel like we've never talked about that because it'd be really just depending on the season you are in life. Because some seasons, like, if you grinding right now, there's no way you can be fucking every day. That's just facts.
You're gonna need a more cool woman. You're gonna need a more cool energy woman.
But then it's also the opposite. Sometimes you be trying to fuck every day. And, like, if your shorty, she's not trying to fuck, like, what do you do?
I mean, at that point, you gotta communicate with her. And I don't know, it's like, if she can't match your energy needs, then you probably need to think about the possibility. It's like all dudes have thought about multiple women, or even like a different relationship. But it's like, the only thing is, like, if you do all that hopping and switching, like, where does that cycle end? You know what I'm saying?
That is very so true. But I'm just saying, so in that aspect, like, you don't want to leave your girl, but like, cheating might be a better option. I'm not telling you to cheat. I'm just saying keep your options keep your mind open. Like, talk to your girl about some shit.
And it's also non-sexual ways to get other energy from a woman. Like, you have a hot woman, she like spicy Latina, she, you know what I'm saying, like, she always kind of turned up. If you need that cool energy, go get a massage, you know, like, go to a masseuse, and that's what, you know what I'm saying. So it don't always got to be handled in sexual ways as well.
That is very so true. But we letting you know right now, if you're not masculine, you're not doing none of that shit. You get no coochie at home, and you just taking whatever bullshit she throwing at you. Yeah. Simple as that. Living a miserable life, like, I just can't do it. Like, y'all might can, but there's no way I'm gonna be miserable at home, at my own home. Like, that shit's dead. That shit's so dead. And I was thinking, you want to talk fucking about Young Miami, bro? Did you see what she said?
I seen she said she don't want to get married, but I didn't see like the whole shit and like the reason why.
Bro, she was just like, cause men are cheaters.
Because men are cheaters?
Yes, yeah. She was like, men are faithful, and when I'm married, I'm giving myself to someone, blah, blah, blah. But what girls don't realize, you giving yourself to someone as soon as you fuck.
Yeah, but like, to me, whether she knew it or not, she's already was in a spiritual marriage with Diddy. But to me, it's like, why would anybody even want to marry her? Like, every niggas done got babies out of her. Niggas got all type of pussy.
I didn't know.
She eat butt and she do all types of shit.
Like getting pissed
she like getting pissed on, and niggas was getting that. God. Niggas was being able to do all of that without a marriage, and she thinks someone want to marry her. Like, that's outrageous to me. But that, like, so it's like her viewpoints is like just invalid. Like, she don't want to get married because men are unfaithful. Like you're fucking with she fucking with high value niggas. Like, they got options. Like, who's gonna want to marry you after, like, you? To me, like, it don't, like, how freaky she is. That's cool. All that's cool. Like, know what I'm saying? It's cool. But why does the world need to know that? Like, that's what it would be the point for me of, like, why I would never want to marry her. Like, why does the world need to know you like getting pissed on? Like, to be you to know your value so much after putting that out there to the world.
That is very so true. That is very so true, because women's past matters, men's future matters. You gotta remember that. So, like, you knowing all this stuff about her, like, to be honest, I wouldn't marry her either, just for the simple fact.
She probably could find a simp, you know, and he probably wouldn't cheat, but all the niggas that she want, they're gonna be cheating on her. Why? Because that nigga gonna be looking at her and know, like, Diddy pissed on you. Like, any nigga that look, and that shit all over the internet, that's never gonna disappear.
Simple as that. It's the same with that Amber Rose shit. Like, that shit is cool when you're young, fun, just having fun. That shit is so cool. But especially, like, you get older, then you want a man to marry you.
She got her son getting bullied because she on OnlyFans. That shit, like, come on now. Like, it's a lot to me, and these are the women that women are putting on the pedestal and shit like that. Like, I don't understand it, but I just, that's why we avoid those, like, type of women that even, like, act in those manners, and we're not dating no whores. Like, they are for fun, you know, like any of those girls, like a Young Miami, Amber Rose, it's just for fun.
And you want to know what's crazy? Meg Thee Stallion's boyfriend / ex-boyfriend, I don't know if it's true or not. So, but what I seen, he was mad about like how publicly, like, it was like a thing, like, not saying she got ran through, but it was like he was mad about how many people she's had sex with. Like, it was some, I don't know if you've seen it.
I seen article about that. Remember, we was talking about Pandering party and his actions. I'm glad that if he did leave her, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's him stepping up, becoming a better man, you know. But yeah, like, that's because to me it's like it was like, if him being in the industry, I'm pretty sure that people heard more rumors before we heard them. So it's like, I guess it being out there in the public was different for him because he, I don't know. I guess like a nigga like that, he kind of like he made his bed already just by like fucking with her and like supporting her through all of that. So
Definitely, but you got to think like he might not have knew for real.
that she was like a slut.
Yeah, simple as that. He might not have knew because I feel like this happened to a lot of people. Like they've got with a slut and just did not know she was a slut.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I mean, and like we're only talking about like industry things. Like ain't no telling what type of girl she was before she got fame and stuff. So like you never really know. You know what I'm saying? The girls past. So like you're gonna get what she wants to tell you out of it.
That's what I think kind of happened. Like I think she told one side of the story, and then once he figured out the other side, it was more so, whoa, you're wilding. Because I feel like when a girl tells a story, it's so believable. Like, but she doesn't tell you what she did in the thing. Like, no accountability. But that's just how it is. That's why a woman's past is important, but a man's future is important. Because that brings us to our next topic, the Michael B. Jordan. Like, and this one hits home. This one kind of hits home for me. Because, like, people would legit call you corny just for living in your purpose, bro. Simple as that. No matter what you do, no matter if you draw, skateboard, whatever, like if you're not already big, like or major, good at it, people are gonna call you corny, and we see it every day.
Or they don't understand you, or they
that is true.
Like anything they don't understand gets classified as corny. Weird just because they don't do it, or that's not. They don't understand the culture of something that you are into and things like that.
Simple as that. So that's why it's so important to live in your purpose. Like, if that's something you're truly drawn to, do it no matter what people say. And, like, I know we've all done this. Like, we've all made fun of, like, your local high school rapper. Be like, oh, they shit ass, blah, blah, blah. Like, and just making fun of it. But fuck that shit. If you fucking rapping, my nigga, and you like what you making, keep working at it. Because at the end of the day, they going to be the same people supporting you. Simple as that. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. To me, the only problem I kind of had with it was like just him, like still kind of feeling some type of way about it. Like he wouldn't have said it if it wasn't like no emotion attached to it, to him being called like corny as a youngin'. To me, it's like you gotta kind of let that go, especially when it comes to women. Like women not gonna understand regardless. Like and. Yeah, they gonna pay for it on the back burner, just how their life turn out most of the time. So it's like, I would like to me like with a woman, I probably wouldn't have did that like in public like that. Cause to me it's like I've seen people say like they ain't see him like talking to the dudes and stuff like that, which is like, and to me I ain't saying like Michael B. Jordan pussy. He obviously know how to fight now. Been in 3 boxing. I think he said he pussy, but it's just the optics of it didn't really look good. Like that's why I kind of understood what niggas like Joe Budden said. But to me, it's like Joe kind of overstepped. Cause who are you to tell somebody that what to do or how to act in a moment when they kind of clapping back at somebody for. He's probably waiting to run across some motherfucker that called him corny. Like, he probably think about that shit every day. And that probably fuels him and make him go even harder. So, hey.
To be honest, I seen what Joe Budden said. That shit pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie. Because, like, who the fuck is Joe Budden? Like, that's the shit that really be pissing me off. Because he be doing some weird-ass shit. He definitely does weird-ass shit. And we're not even gonna get into it. But I do not fuck with dude. Like, at all.
I don't got a problem with Joe. To me, the only reason why I didn't mind the tape because it was different from what everybody else was saying about it at the time, and he went a little hard at it, but like a lot of Joe Budden, like his rise like after rap was because of him having like those outlandish takes and you know what I'm saying, seeing shit in different perspectives sometimes. So to me, I didn't mind it. I think he did overstep because it's like I said. Michael B. Jordan life, who is anybody to tell him how to react to somebody that called him corny? You know what I'm saying? He didn't touch nobody physically, but you could tell he was waiting for that shit.
Definitely was. But last thing on that, he does have the number one podcast on Apple Music too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well in like the rap industry, like the hip hop culture. I don't even know if we would be considered for that, but if we are, we taking his spot too on on everything I love. But back to the Michael B. Jordan thing, it's so crazy because it's like still like. And he probably, I don't think he was thinking about it every day, but once he seen she was interviewing, especially because they was kids, like you got to think like. You tell somebody something as a kid, like, it does tend to stick with them longer than when you tell them as an adult. Yeah, so he probably had it since when he was a kid. Like, this bitch
it was definitely motivation for him. Like, a lot of, that's the thing. Like, I think I said before on here, like, a lot of dudes that don't get women early on, or, like, they get teased, or, like, they, for whatever reason, they usually have a lot of substance in them. And they usually, like, real hard workers, because he wasn't spending his time like how I was in high school, just trying to see who the next girl I was fucking. That nigga was in them books and he was probably practicing his acting and all that shit. Like whatever he was doing, he said like he was the type of dude that it was like I'll party later type shit. Like he said that in one of his interviews. I said I respect it for sure.
Definitely, but like I'm glad he does it, and I'm glad because like you gotta respect it. But I'm just saying, like, we needed to cut out that narrative, like, just because someone's doing something that's unorthodox or not, like, you call it corny, because this nigga corny, but he's a fucking billionaire now, so.
Yeah, he can be a corny billionaire, though, at the same time.
That is true, but
like money,
keyword, billionaire.
Money don't unlame you, but to me, it's a difference between, like, I think a lot of people, they hear corny and they see it in the same light as being lame. To me,
money can't unlame.
Corny is different than lame to me. It's like I don't even, it's just like I guess it kind of is like lame now that I think about it. It's in the same realm of words. I do like, to me, I can't tell nobody what to take offense to or what not. Nah, I'm saying, but I don't know. If someone called me corny, I wouldn't be tripping on it.
I mean, you shouldn't, but, like, you got to think, like... And it's different for you. It's different for you because you was in, like, a different realm. Me, I more so resonate to this shit just because I'm more unorthodox. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm really going so hard about this shit, if we're really being honest. But it's just...
I definitely understand that.
But that's what I said. You can't tell somebody, like, how to feel about nothing, like...
Hell yeah.
Because if a bitch called me corny, I'm like... I mean, granted, this never happened because, I'm a nigga. But bitch call me corny, especially, like, back then. I'd be like, what the fuck? What you mean corny? I probably would have kept that shit, too. Come to think about it, I probably would have. And then when I seen her, I'm like, yeah, like, you at my fucking movie, bitch. Like, you only here because this is me. Like, I should get your ass fired. But that's just, that's just the evil thoughts, man. That's just the evil thoughts. That's not real.
Yeah, man. They say the nerds, the corny dudes, the niggas. The weird, well, I don't know about the weird ones, but like the nerds and the corny dudes, they usually have the last laugh. And he got the last laugh. Now I'm saying, like, I seen other dudes that resonated with that message hard, going hard about it too. And it's like, I can't do nothing but respect it. It's like, hey, like if someone was calling me corny back then, who knows? Like, I might be mad about the shit too. Like, not mad about it, but I definitely might throw it in their face now. I'm saying later on.
Exactly. And I feel like it wasn't like he could have been way worse. It could have went way worse. It's not like he was disrespectful. He just mentioned it.
He just threw it in his face,
Literally, he just mentioned that shit. He just mentioned it like, yeah, you said it. That just stand on this shit though.
She won't try to stand on it. But the thing about it was like fucking live televised and shit. So it's like that's why she didn't stand on it. She was trying to like who knows? Because outside of that setting, she might be like, oh yeah, he was a little corny motherfucker. Now he not though. Like, but she was trying to keep it like professional and keep like the praise on him and shit. So,
I mean, I do feel that, but I'm just saying, watch what you call people because you never know what they might become. God damn. But that is the end of today's episode, man. Thank y'all for finishing through. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Like, let us know. Like, let us know anything. Y'all think we corny? Like, are we some corny ass niggas?
Yeah. Put 2 corn emojis in there.
2 corn emojis.
if we corny, but hey yo, y'all saying great episode, man. We Love y'all,
Love
man.
y'all so
Love
much.
y'all so much, man. We out.